I'm Stanford Howard with the HGP Sportscast. We tell you now in cricket, Guyana makes it to the Caribbean Premier League eliminators at the conclusion of the round-robin matches over the weekend. On Friday, the Guyana Amazon Warriors defeated the Jamaica Talawas. On Saturday, Barbados Trident defeated the Trinbago Knight Riders, and St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots defeated the Tridents on Sunday. Colwyn Abrams has the detail.
The Guyana Amazon Warriors trounced on the Talawas on Friday in a vital must-win matchup to qualify for the next round of the CPL tournament. The Talawas won the toss and elected to bat and posted 149 for 7. The Warriors responded with vengeance, using only 3 batsmen from their lineup to overhaul the Talawas score. It was a night of scintillating batting by the Warriors opener Chadwick Walton, who clubbed the Talawas bowlers for a classic 84, accompanied by Luke Ronke, who posted 55. The Warriors roared on the Talawas, producing an astonishing 150 runs in just 10.3 overs. Their next match will be against the Talawas, once more on September 6. On Saturday, the Tridents defeated the Knights in what was a pins and needles match. The Knights won the toss and elected to field. This was when the Tridents started their assault through a series of impeccable batsmanship and poor fielding from the Knights. The target was set at 136 for the Knights to chase. When the Knights opened their innings, they discovered that the Tridents were not about to go down without a fight. The Knights fell one after the other, making it impossible to hit the target. They all eventually fell in the 18th over for 120 runs. And on Sunday, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots played the Tridents. After the Patriots won the toss and elected to field, the Tridents hoped to pull another victory as they did the previous night. They managed to pull off 128 for 9 from their 20 overs. The Patriots made easy work of the Tridents, sending only 2 batsmen into the field to chase the target. Chris Gayle and Evan Lewis mauled the Tridents in just 7 overs with a series of 6s and 4s. Chris Gayle was made to look pedestrian with his unbeaten 22, while Evan Lewis stroked 97 from just 32 balls. Kieran Pollard's no ball after the score was level deprived Lewis of what appeared to be a certain century. In the playoffs, the Knight Riders come up against the Patriots, and in the eliminators, the Talawas come up against the Warriors. For the HGP Sports, Colwyn Abrams.
Thank you, Colwyn. More cricket news. The West Indies recover from 64 for 5 to declaring 377 on day 1 of the 2-day tour match with Literature. 4 of the top 6 batsmen contributed only 6 runs before century partnerships for the 6th and 8th wickets. Number 9 Shamar Hitmaya, the 20-year-old playing just his 3rd innings of the tour, hit 5 sixes and 12 fours to amass 128 from 120 balls. He shared an unbroken stand of 186 with Sean Dowrich, who was 108 not out. But only 12.1 overs was possible when Literature replied because of bad light on the 2nd and final day of the tour match. Literature rattled up 70 for 1 with Harry Dearden striking 7 fours in an unbeaten 4-2, and Test paceman Shannon Gabriels conceded 21 from 4 overs. They play England in the deciding test at Lord's starting on Thursday. We tell you now in basketball, Georgetown Amateur Basketball, Powerade, Malta Supreme Rainforest Waters, 1st, 2nd and under-23 leagues continue at the Barnum Court on Saturday when Bounty Colt in a nail-biter defeated Cobras and UG Trojans lost to Pacesetters in a low-scoring encounter. In Game 1, Pacesetters defeated UG Trojan 48-42, a very disappointing result for UG, who had defeated powerhouses Colts and Eagles early in the tournament. Quincy DeSantos top scorer for Pacesetters with 14 points in the low-scoring affair. Game 2 was another nail-biter in the basketball league between Cobras and Bounty Colts, in which the Colts snatched a 69-67 victory. Ramon Fagagan led Colts with 16 points, supported with 15 points from Damian Thomas and 12 points from their captain, Jonathan Mangar. The key factor in the match against Colts was the performance of Akimo John, who scored a game-high of 25 points. His spirited performance was supported by Raul Wayne Payne with 16 points and Akil Hughes 12 points. Their efforts were not enough as Colts managed to record another edgy victory in the under-23 league. Finally in football, Corona Invitational Football Tournament continued on Friday with their first quarter-final match when Northern Rangers edged out Campton by penalty kicks and Western Tigers demolished Pili FC 6-0. More in this report. In Game 1, both teams from First Whistle were playing for their spot in the semi-finals. Northern Rangers, unbeaten in the tournament so far, made no mistakes by attacking and defending their goal. But it was Sunil Logan in the 90th minute who put his team in the lead. But Campton Richie Richards scored in the closing moments before the first half in the 41st minute. Both teams had a number of attempts to score a goal, but none landed. Both teams finished at one apiece in regulation time and overtime. It was a sudden death penalty kicks that Northern Rangers edged out Compton 4-3 to make it to the semi-final.
Yeah, well, this is the first time we go extra time, and we really were, because the team don't really train, but as I could tell them from today, this game, they're coming out and put the best foot forward to the rest against them.
Togetherness, definitely togetherness, because it knocking the ball with each other, the communication, everything.
Second game of the night between Western Tigers and Pili FC. It was game on when Tigers got an early lead just after 9 minutes of play. Jamal Pedro doubled their lead in the 30th minute before Benjamin's first 2 goals minutes later took the tally to a comfortable 3-0 lead in the first half. The Tigers continued to roar from the start of the second half with consistent raids of the Pili's defense. Pili couldn't handle the rage of the Tigers' 3-4-3 setup as they let in 3 more unanswered goals in the period of play. Gerald Terrell in the 55th minute and Mark Gittins in the 75th minute, while Darrell Benjamin completed his double in the 72nd minute. That's all we have for this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Back to you, Travis.